In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to download the driver for connecting Java to MySQL. The driver is called ConnectorJ. So let's just Google that. We'll find it right here under mysql.com products connector. Our connector for MySQL is, like I said, ConnectorJ. So we'll download. Then you need to pick your platform. We're going to work with the zip file, so we're going to download from the zip archive. We're going to open with WinZip. You can use another product if you need to. That's going to take us directly to the driver. Now, let me caution you that I have an account with MySQL and it automatically recognized me. You may have the extra step of having to either log in or set up an account. But at any rate, you should still come to this point. And then when you get here, next thing you're going to do is double click. In the file that we want to actually install, you can certainly extract all of these, but the one we really want is the jar file. That's where the driver is. So we're going to select that and we're going to click extract. Following that, the next thing you're supposed to do is install it in a path. I'm going to show you that path in a minute, but first we need to look and see what the most recent version of JRE is that we're using on our machine. So I'm going to come back to my browser and I'm going to type in the URL javatester.org/version.html, and that's going to tell me what version I have. And my most recent version is 1.6.0_31. Now from that I can go back to my extract and then navigate this file dialog box to get to that point. Now it's a little confusing, as you're going to see. Here's my Java subdirectory. Because if you'll notice, I don't have a 1.6.0_31 directory. So what I did was I went into several of them and installed it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Open up the JRE 1.6.0_ whatever your version is. Double click lib and then look for the directory ext and then extract to that. And it'll look just like that. At that point you're finished and you have the driver installed and we're ready to write a little test program to see if it works. We'll call it testdriver.java. First thing we're going to write is import java.sql.star. We're going to put this into a try catch. Then write driver D is equal to we might have a problem with this long name, so let's drop this down to the next line. And this is going to create a new instance of the driver named D. And if that works, then we have a good connection. And we'll write connection works. Otherwise, we have an exception. And we'll just simply say connection failed. Although it's really not a connection, we'll just call it that anyway, because that's what we're ending up with, is a connection. In the next lesson, we're going to actually connect to a database. But without the driver working, we can have no connection, so this is fine. So save this program, then we'll compile it, then run it, and we have a connection works. If your connection didn't work, or if you get the message connection failed, then you didn't get the jar file into the right directory. So go back over the directions for that. There's lots of instructions on the internet on how to set up Java and MySQL, so you might want to look through some of that. But if you follow my instructions, it will work just fine. And with that, we're ready to move on to the next lesson where we're going to see how to actually take Java and connect it to a database in MySQL.